This kind of love makes me feel 10 feet tall. It makes all my problems fall. And this kind of trust helps me to hold the line. I'll be there every time. This kind of love, it's what I dreamed about. Yeah, it fills me up. Well, baby, it leaves no doubt. This kind of love, it's why I'm standing here. It's something that we can share. I can't get enough of this kind of love.
I want to dedicate this next song to a very special someone in my life, David Rose. I call you when I need you and my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wired. You come to me and give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say, but tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here.
Who supports Melanie in her marriage today?
We do.
Thank you. Everyone, please be seated. I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each and every one of you for being here on this wonderful day. I'm Mary Buckley, Matt's sister, and I'm a little choked up for a minute, but I'll be okay. It is my honor and delight to be performing today's ceremony. It's no accident that all of you are here, as you represent someone important in the individual and collective lives of Melanie and Matt. Only rarely do any of us take the time to travel far away, to meet our closest friends and family, to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts, and to have a few cocktails along the way. We are here to celebrate love, friendship, family, and the commitment of two people who are in it forever. For them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary happened. They met, they fell in love, and are finalizing it with their wedding. Marriage gives permanence to a couple's love. Marriage is telling the person you love that you're not going anywhere, and that's a powerful commitment for two people to make to one another. It's never being too old to hold hands or making up songs about your gold doodles. Most importantly, it's not just about marrying the right person, it's about being the right partner. I've seen firsthand how Melanie and Matt shine in each other's love and care for one another. And that's why we're all here today. We first come to the words that take Melanie and Matt from being engaged to being married. Matt, do you choose to marry Melanie and have her as your wife?
I do.
Melanie, do you choose to marry Matt and have him as your husband?
I do.
Matt and Melanie have chosen to write their own vows to share with each other. These are the pledges that will bind them together. These vows are your way of openly declaring your promise to one another, as well as to all of those who are in attendance today. We'll start with Melanie. Here you go.
Matt, 10 years ago, I moved to Colorado searching for something, not knowing exactly what I was looking for. I hiked, I camped, and worked, hoping I'd find the whatever it is I needed. When I met you and realized in that moment, I'd found it. Peace, joy, and understanding, and most of all, my best friend. As an overthinker, it was this instantaneous, huge wave of emotion that hit me as we were settling our first of many sports bets with an intense bet, best 2 out of 3 of rock, paper, scissors. In the moment, I knew you were someone special and that I couldn't imagine the rest of my life without you. There are an infinite number of things that I love about you. I love your thoughtfulness, your humor, your ability to keep me grounded, and your dedication to those that you love, and of course to your Colorado sports teams. I promise to nurture all the things that have value to you, even if that means watching NBA basketball and cheering like I mean it. You make me laugh, you make me think, you make me feel safe, and most of all, you make me happier than I ever thought possible. I promise to work each and every day to make you feel the same way. Thank you for loving me as fiercely as you do, even when I break out into spontaneous song and dance. I promise to continue growing with you as friends, partners, and dreamers. Today continues our forever, and I love the life we are building. I love our pups, and most importantly, I love you.
And now for Matt.
Melanie, some journeys take longer than others. A fact well known by many here today who have felt that my particular journey to get to this moment took a long time. But it's not the length of the journey that matters so much as what awaits you when you find what you were seeking all along the way. And for me, what I found was you. I found your kindness, your patience, your humor, and the feeling of safety and love that is sought but rarely found. I cherish our friendship and love, and will do so today, tomorrow, and forever. I will support you, I will respect you, I will love growing old with you. Whatever may come, I will always be there. I look forward to a lifetime of laughter, silliness, and all the things that make us, us. I love you.
You've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. The story of your rings is as old as the cosmos themselves, traceable to ancient stars that collapsed and exploded, scattering themselves across the galaxy. After all this time, raw elements were discovered, extracted from the earth, and delicately crafted into the rings you hold in your hands today. Love is like that. It comes from unassuming beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity, laughter, effort, and shared love of places like Chandos Lake and Pacific Beach. Love shapes two imperfect beings into something extraordinary. It is the process of making something rare and beautiful, where once there was nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that you have created something invaluable. Just as I know you will protect these rings, I am confident you will protect the commitments you have made to each other today. Start with Matt. Okay. Matt, you're going to repeat after me. Melanie, with this ring,
Melanie, with this ring,
I take you to be my partner for life.
I take you to be my partner for life.
I offer you my heart,
I offer you my heart,
my hand, and my love always.
my hand, and my love always.
Put the ring. Yeah. Okay, Melanie, you'll repeat. Matt, with this ring, I take you to be my partner for life.
Matt, with this ring, I take you to be my partner for life.
I offer you my heart,
I offer you my heart,
my hand, and my love always.
my hand, and my love always.
Go. To make your relationship work will take love, laughter, and understanding. Continue to date each other. and take time to show each other that your love and marriage can grow stronger with time. It will take trust to know that in your hearts, you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you have both pledged today. And now, by the power vested in me, it is my honor and delight to declare you married. Go forth and live each day to the fullest. You may seal this declaration with a kiss. And I am pleased to present the newlyweds, Matt and Melanie Buckley.
Okay, so if you can't hear me, wave. Yeah, it'd be good if everybody came closer. So I'm the father of the bride, Melanie. I'm Jim. I'm giving my first ever and hopefully my last ever father of the bride speech. I have been to weddings before, but I've never listened to a father of the bride speech because they're always pretty boring and everybody wants to drink. And so, but I did a little Googling and I found this website that said, so these are the 6 or 7 things that have to go into a good father of the bride speech. So you have to introduce yourself. That's been done. You have to thank everybody that needs thanking. You have to say something nice about your daughter. You have to share a story that's not too emotional. That may be tricky. You have to say something nice about the groom. We've been thinking about that one for weeks. I mean, just kidding, Matt. Just kidding. There's going to be a lot of kidding here. I hope that's okay. You're supposed to add some humor. You don't need to worry about that. And then toss in some fatherly wisdom. So I'm going to do all that, and I think I can keep it to 45 or 50 minutes. So I hope everybody has a drink. Okay, good. So the thank yous. First, I'd like to thank Charlotte, my wife, who is not the father of the bride, but she's the mother of the bride, and she did all of the distant planning along with Melanie. And everything that goes well tonight is because of Charlotte. Everything that goes wrong is the wedding planner's fault. So I'd like to thank Jim and Liz Buckley, who threw this beautiful party for the out-of-town guests last night. I mean, they're going to be eating that food for weeks and weeks. It was really great. We all appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Matt's sister, Mary, who was the officiant and did this splendid job of conducting the wedding. It was obviously not her first rodeo. And I want to thank Megan, too, the wedding planner. I was just teasing about anything being your fault, Megan. I don't see you, but I'm sure you're here somewhere. And last of all, I'd like to thank all of the, what do they call them? The contractors, or what do they call? Vendors, all the vendors that have done everything. So I understand one of them is going to be able to make the final payment on his boat, and the other one's going to be able to afford a new addition on his house with the money they're making this weekend. So, but that's okay. I mean, that's their job. So praising my daughter, Melanie, that's the next job. So Melanie, you've truly been the sunshine of our life. Every day you've woken up with a big smile, hopped out of bed, confronted your grizzly bear father, and sort of melted his heart with your warmth and smile. So Melanie was always happy. Nothing ever got her down. I think she's still the same way from what I see. I hear some laughter, Melanie. Maybe not. Maybe everybody doesn't agree. And she spent a lot of her day trying to make sure everybody else was happy too. And that's a wonderful trait. Not that she didn't have her moments. So I could give the microphone to her mother, who could recount all those moments, but I'm not going to do that. So So Melanie was the fourth in a family of 3 other fairly shy people. And we would walk into a room like this with 50 people and spend an hour. And by the time we left, Melanie would know everybody's name. She would know the name of their pets. While Charlotte, Alex, and I would be sort of cowering over in the corner thinking, you know, is this almost over? Anyway, so Melanie is really wonderful with people. Let's see, I have to cut this down because anyway. You know, I think the fact that she's so good with people is a good reason why she's been so successful in her job as a therapist. So, yeah, so I think, you know, her, sorry, I'm
You're doing great.
trying to edit while I'm going here. So, she's been planning this wedding for a long time. So little did Matt know while he was studying for finals in college in geology that Melanie was already planning this wedding from her desk in preschool. So, but I'm not going to make any age jokes because I've been warned that that might be in poor taste. So. So I'm going to talk about Matt a little bit. I really don't know that many childhood stories about Matt. The truth is, I didn't really meet him until we had the same homeroom teacher in 8th grade. But anyway, some of his older friends who I cornered last night, and I said, so what's the dirt on Matt? I mean, he seems like a really great guy. I can't find anything to object to. And I'm just going to have to pick on him for being a couple years older than Melanie. And they said, well, to be honest, he doesn't have any faults. He was a great athlete. He was a great student. Every time the rest of us got in trouble, Matt was there to bail us out. He would say, no, you can't do that. That would be wrong. Or, no, you can't do that. We'll get into trouble. So I guess Matt was like a real angel. Okay. That's pretty much the end of that thread, Matt. I'm sorry. So some of his older friends, some of his friends, his age friends, you know, when they got married and started having kids a few years ago, they would sort of rib Matt and say, so Matt, like, when are you going to get attached or when are you going to get married? And Matt said, well, you know, I'm lucky in some things, but I'm not that lucky in love. He said, let me see if I can get this right. He said, I couldn't catch a cast iron babe with a magnet. Does he really say that? Maybe. Well, it's not true that he didn't have luck with this. He was just a guy that always aimed really high. And by aiming high, look what he ended up with. So. Matt aimed so high. He was kind of famous for that, actually. He had this basketball shot. He was a great basketball player. He had this basketball shot that started down here and then would loop up, you know, 40 feet in the air and come down, often in the basket. But he's a local legend because there was a time when the game was on the line. Matt was at the free throw line. He threw the ball up towards the basket and it hit the ceiling light. Crashed down, hit the backboard, and local historians are debating whether the ball went in or didn't go in, but whatever. Anyway, so I'm almost done here. So.
The music's coming.
Okay. The hook? I'm going to get the hook. So I'm supposed to dispense with some fatherly wisdom, which is like a joke. So anyway. Although your mother and I never had a disagreement in 37 years, Melanie. So, I think there's some people that believe that, Charlotte, but I know there are other couples that do disagree once in a while. And something I've learned, I think we both learned and we both work on, is to let the other person be right once in a while. So you come from a family, as you know, with strong views and strong personalities and anyway, so let the person be right every once in a while. I know when Charlotte lets me be right, I'm happy for weeks. So I think the last time was a couple of years ago, but other than that, I think Mary gave you in your wedding service better advice than I could give you. So you should make sure you got a transcript of that and try to live by that. So finally, I'm going to thank all the guests for attending. I particularly want to thank all the people with gray hair that came a long distance and braved the COVID thing. I want to thank old friends, John, Chris, Noel, and others that came in a difficult situation. My family, Matt's family, and anybody else that I should have thanked that I have forgotten. So at this point, I'd like you to join me in raising a glass if you have one, and in wishing Melanie and Matt long and joyous life together. To Matt and Mel. Yay, hooray, hooray, hooray. I guess you're the next victim, right?
My brother.
And we'd like to bring up Jim, the brother of the groom. If you'd give him a nice warm round of applause.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hello, everybody. We did not coordinate our outfits today. We're pretty close, I know. Hi, everybody. I'm Jim Buckley. I'm Matt's older brother. Although he's starting to catch up in the gray hair category with me a little bit. But I just wanted to thank everyone for coming today. And, you know, I've known a few of the people from the past, of friends and things, and it's just overwhelming to me to see everybody who has come here today to celebrate this wonderful union. And it just kind of warms my heart to see the love of everybody has for Matt and Melanie. First of all, I'm going to save the best for last on Melanie, so I'm going to start with Matt. So Matt, obviously I've known him all of my life, and I've watched how he has changed with Melanie. The love in his heart for Melanie has been phenomenal, and I've seen the love he has for her and the friendship he has for her, and it just warms me all the time, and I have enjoyed that all the time. So we do have stories of basketball, and I think he did hit the ceiling, didn't you? You really did hit the ceiling on that shot. True story that he did. But he's been a great friend he's been a great uncle to my daughters, and just to watch him grow and mature, I just see a great love and admiration he has for Melanie over this time. So I really have enjoyed watching their relationship grow, and very happy with that. Melanie, the fact that, when you look at our family is Matt, me, and Mary. So there's 3 of us. Everyone is gone. So to have Melanie join the family is phenomenal. I love the spunk. I love the spark you provide for Matt, and I have really enjoyed having you join our family. And we have another Buckley joining the family, which is fantastic, and I love that. So we love that you're part of our family. We love that you're part of the group. And overall, I'm not going to go on to long speeches, but I thank everybody for coming, and I am so overjoyed at the union of you two and the love you have for everybody. Thank you.
And most importantly, some remarks from the reason why we're here, from Melanie and Matt.
Well, thank you. This was going to be much shorter, but after some of this, I don't know, I might have to mix in a few things here and get a little retaliation on some of this. I don't know. But no, I'll start by saying thank you so much to everyone for coming today, especially those of you who traveled. We know that's not something to be taken lightly in these times, and we appreciate it so much for you to be here and share our special day with us. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for doing that. I want to thank Jim and Charlotte for helping us to put on this fantastic wedding. It's more than we imagined, and it's, look around you. It's absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much, Jim and Charlotte, for doing that. Thank you to Jim and Liz, again, for hosting last night. It was a fabulous event, and we appreciate you opening your home to us. It's just been overwhelming, to be honest. And thank you to Melanie for everything you are, have been, and will be in my life. And there's nothing more that I can say that hasn't already been said. So thank you. I said I was going to keep it short, and I will. But I am older. The night's getting getting along. Jim and I got to go watch Matlock in a while. So, you know, we'll have to see about that. But thank you so much.
I will keep it really short. Samesies. That's it. It's literally
Gotta hold on easy as I let you go. Gonna tell you how much I love you, though you think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this old world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. When you're in trouble, that crooked little smile could melt my heart.
There was a bad omission I made there. I want to thank my sister Mary, who did such a fantastic job officiating, and we appreciate it. So thank you so much, Mary. I wouldn't have been able to sleep if I didn't get that one.